Guys, welcome to this twist class. Today I'll be teaching you multiple ways to start and finish twists. I'll teach you how to start twisting from the roots like this, and also how to start twists with traditional box braids, as well as how to start twists with the invisible crochet method, and how to start twists by wrapping from the roots, and finally how to start twists with knotless box braids. So I'm going to be breaking everything first down on the mannequin for people who are beginning to learn how to twist. But if you want to skip over to me doing the models here, just check the description for the chapters of this class. But first, before we even begin on the mannequin, I want to show you guys something, okay? Because when you're starting twist, rolling your fingers is one of the most important things. When I started learning how to twist, I struggled with having my twist defined. I'm going to show you in just a second. When I started how to twist, I started by just like placing the hair like over like this. You know, I didn't take my time to like roll each strand, and I noticed that the strands of the twist was not defined because I just kept placing the hair over each other like this, and I wasn't really getting the defined result for twists, and I got frustrated when I was starting to learn. So this, you don't want this, okay? So let's first focus on rolling our fingers, okay? When we roll the fingers, we're gonna get the twist to be defined. So I'm really showing you guys this because this is very crucial. So for rolling the fingers, you could twist to the right side or you could twist to the left side, okay? So I normally twist to the right side, but I'm gonna show you how to twist to the left side as well. So to twist to the right side, I cross the hair over to the right side like this. And if you want to twist to the left side, I cross the hair over to the left side, okay? So now, this is how I start my twist. I twist to the right side, okay? So I will cross the hair over to the right side. I'm going to use my index finger and my thumb to roll the hair. So the right strand, I'm going to use my index and my thumb to roll the right strand downwards like this. So I twist down on the right, okay, and then on the left I twist up. This is me using two of my two hands to roll the braiding hair, okay, when twisting to the right. So right twist, roll the hair down, left roll the hair up, okay? So once I roll the hair properly, I'm now going to cross the hair over like this. So I keep rolling down. So I'm basically rolling the hair in opposite direction, if that makes sense. Roll down on the right, roll up on the left, and I just cross the hair over like this. So for every time I cross the hair over, I make sure I roll it. And then I use my middle finger and my fourth finger to collect the hair when I cross over. So you roll, you collect, 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 you roll, you collect. So this is the motion of my fingers when I am twisting towards the right side, using both fingers to roll the braiding hair. And the twist feels nice and tight. Like when I feel the twist, it feels nice and tight. So this is twisting to the right side. So now let me show you twisting to the left side. Don't worry, we'll have a lot to cover today, so I'm going to show you this again on the mannequin as well as on the model, okay? So now the right side direction, I simply just place the braiding hair over towards the left side, and with this one I mostly use my right hand to do the rolling, okay? So my right hand would roll so my right hand will roll up. So it rolls up, and then I use my index and my thumb of my left hand to collect the hair that I just rolled, okay? So I roll up, I collect, okay? Roll up, I collect, roll up, I collect, and cross over to the left side, okay? Roll up, collect, cross over, roll up, collect, cross over like this. So what is really doing the rolling now is my right hand, and when I collect the hair towards the left side, my left hand is only collecting. So my right hand is doing more of the rolling. So roll up, collect, roll up, collect, roll up, collect. Okay, so that's it if you're twisting to the left side, and the twist is going to be tight and defined like this. Okay, so let me demonstrate twisting to the right side and twisting from the roots. So this is what I like to do. I like to make a slant of the natural hair because I'm going to hide the braiding hair in between the two strands of the natural hair, okay? So that it gives it an illusion look like the twist is coming out from the scalp. You could just make a straight line going down, but I prefer to do this slant because it makes it look more natural, okay? So once I make the slant, and as you can see, I started the slant from the left side. So when you're twisting to the right, you start the slant from the left side, okay? And then I'm going to use this pre-stretch braiding hair in color because you guys like to see the color of the braiding hair different from the mannequin's hair every time I'm teaching. So yeah, so I'm going to grease the braiding hair with my Blue Magic grease. When twisting, you want to make sure the hair is not dry. So once the hair and the mannequin's hair is ready, the next step is to place the braiding hair in between the two strands of the mannequin's hair. And since we're twisting to the right side, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the right strand going down. So right strand, the right strand, I'm going to roll downwards like this. So I'm rolling the braiding hair and the mannequin's hair downwards. And then on the left side, I roll the braiding hair and the mannequin's hair upwards like this. So in two opposite directions. Right hand rolls down, left hand rolls up. And once I have both strands rolled and it feels nice and tight, I can then move on to the next step. So the next step is I will cross over the left strand to the right strand like this. So I cross over the left strand towards the right side because we're twisting to the right, and I just continue to roll the right hand down, left hand up like this. Okay, so right hand rolls down, left hand rolls up, and I just cross over and continue to twist. So as you can see, the twist looks like it's coming out from the scalp, and you can't really see the base of the braiding hair is hidden in between the mannequin's hair. So that's how to twist to the right. All right, let's do this again. You guys know I always like to repeat the steps, and this time I'm not going to talk, so please participate and get your mannequin and just follow what I'm doing, okay? All right, moving on, let's do twisting towards the left side. Don't worry, as you keep watching this video, you're going to see how I finish the twist and secure the ends of the twist and everything. So for the left side, I make the slant starting from the right like this, okay? Like this, instead of, from the left. So after making the slants starting from the right, again, the same thing, place the braiding here in the middle, okay? So now the right side is going to roll up, okay? Right side is going to roll up. Left side is going to roll down. Basically the opposite of what we just did, okay? So right side rolls up, left side rolls down. Right side rolls up, left side rolls down, like this. And then I'm going to cross the right strand over to the left side like this. And I just continue the same rolling that I showed you guys, mostly rolling with my right hand. My right hand is rolling up, and I'm just collecting with my index finger and my thumb. Roll up, collect, roll up, collect, roll up, collect. I showed you guys in the rolling section of this video. My right hand is mostly doing the rolling, and I'm just collecting with my left hand's index and thumb like this. And that's just how to continue the twisting motion. So do you guys notice the directions? And you see the one at the bottom is going to the right side, okay? The one on top is going to the left side, okay? So that's basically the directions of starting twist. You could twist the right or you could twist to the left. One thing you want to remember is when you're making the slanted part, when you're doing the right, you want to make the slant towards the left side, okay? I know it sounds a little bit confusing because you're twisting towards the right, but the slant, you make the slant starting from the left side like this. And then when you're twisting to the left side, you make the slant starting from the right side like this. And you could literally see the directions of the twist. So either way you twist the direction, it's still going to look just as good, okay? Nobody would tell the directions of the twist that you did. As long as you roll the twist, it's going to look perfect. Okay, in this section, I'll show you how to start twists with traditional box braids. I'm assuming you already know how to box braid. If you don't, please watch my Grip Roots with me for box braids. I will leave it in the description. So normally, if you're doing traditional box braids, right, you want to have 3 equal strands. And this is what we do normally for traditional box braid. We fold the hair so that we could have 3 equal strands. Okay, so the hair we folded is thinner than, you basically make one strand a little bit thinner than the other. For me, for twists, I make one strand super thin, like so thin that when I add it to one of the strands, it's not going to be that obvious when I start transitioning into twists, because for twists you need 2 strands. Okay, so I make the 3rd strand so thin so that after I finish doing the roots of the box braid and I transition into twist, the 2 strands could look somewhat equal. Okay, so that's what I do. So take a very thin strand like this and you just fold it over like you would to start box braids, and we're going to make that tiny little strand our 3rd strand. Alright, so once I position the braiding here, I'm just going to go ahead and start braiding. Okay, so I'm gonna box braid the roots. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna box braid the roots like this. Okay, and I'm going to braid it to about an inch. Again, if you don't know how to start box braid, please check my description. So once I braid about an inch, okay, that little thin strand, I'm going to add it to one of the strands so that I could have 2 legs. Okay, so once I have the 2 strands like this, I can start twisting. So I added the strand to the one of my left hand, and I will twist to the right. But I also want to show you that you could also add the 3rd strand, the middle strand, towards your right side and twist to the left as well. So at this point, you could apply any braiding direction you want to do, twisting to the left, which I'm doing right now, or twisting to the right, which I'm about to do right now. So again, one more time, twisting to the right, you roll the right side down, you roll the left side up. Okay, right side down, left side up, right side down, left side up, and cross over to the right side. So I hope you guys understand. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section. So another way to start twists is to start using knotless braids, and this is actually my favorite because I just like how it looks. So for this, what I like to do is to split the hair in such a way that one strand is a quarter of the other. Okay, not equal strand. One strand is a quarter of the other. So basically how you would split the hair if you are doing traditional box braids. So when you fold it, you get 2 equal strands. So I start by braiding the base of the hair, and I'm going to feed the first thin strand. Okay, and then I'm going to feed the other strand after that. I've done so many knotless braids tutorials, so if you don't know how to do knotless braids as well, please watch the Greek Roots with me for box braids. I spent an hour teaching all of this, okay? So again, just once you make the base knotless, you're just going to add one of the thin strand to either of the strands on the left or on the right. So basically the same way we did the traditional, okay? The only difference is that you are starting by braiding the natural hair first, and then you just continue to twist. Alright, another way to start twist is doing the invisible crochet, and for this I use a crochet needle and rubber bands, and I'm just going to use the rubber bands to hold the hair together first, and then I'm going to grab the braiding hair and I'm going to crochet the braiding hair in. So before I crochet the braiding hair in, I like to split the braiding hair into 2 equal strands, and I'm going to crochet one strand horizontally and the other strand vertically. This is to give it the natural look so that the roots can look natural. Basically, you don't just want to just crochet in the strands and start twisting. I like to crochet horizontally like this and vertically, so that way the rubber band is not showing and the rubber band is hidden inside of the roots. Okay. Sorry guys. The crochet needle is not my favorite thing to use, but I also like this technique as well. So once I crochet in the hair, I'm going to split the mannequin's hair in two, and I'm just going to push it down so that the root is nice and tight. And I'm just going to add 2 strands of the braiding hair to 1 strand of the mannequin's hair like this. Okay. And then once I have all strands like this, I'm going to now start twisting. Okay, so right now I am twisting to the right. For this technique, I prefer to twist to the right because I feel like it hides the rubber band more than if I were to twist to the left. So that's it for this technique. It's super easy, and you could try this if the other techniques are hard for you to do. Okay, another technique is the wrapping technique, and for this I like to hold the natural hair and just attach the braiding hair to the base like this, and I'm going to start wrapping with the strand on my right. And for this I like to make the strands that I'm going to wrap with longer than the other strand, so that's what I'm doing now. So I make the strand on my right side to be longer like this so that I could have more hair to wrap, and so that the length could be equal by the time I start twisting. Okay, so I just wrap normally like I would do a lock about 2 times like this, and I'm now going to start twisting. Okay, so again, I'm twisting to the right because this is the way I prefer to twist, and this is how my hand is used to twisting. So you could also twist to the left for this technique as well. Alright, in this section of the class, we're going to work on a model, and we're going to see the difference between doing the twist on a mannequin and doing this twist on an actual model. So what I'm doing right now is I'm dividing her hair into 4 quadrants for teaching purposes. You could also use this 4 quadrants as a guide when doing someone's hair, and to get equal parts you could use these quadrants, because when you divide the hair into 2, and when you make a straight line in the middle and then make another straight line towards the side going across, you're gonna see what I'm talking about in just a few seconds. But when you divide the hair into 4 quadrants, you're able to know if the section of each quadrants are equal, and so you're able to know how much you should part the hair when you are making your parts. Okay, so it really does help, and just keep on watching. So by looking at it, I could tell that the left side is bigger than the right side. Okay, when you make that line across going from ear to ear, you're able to tell if the sections of the quadrants are equal. And yeah, so that's why it's good to do the quadrants, so you can know how much hair is equal on both sides. So when you're parting, you could actually see everything, and you could actually part equal amounts of hair throughout when you're braiding. Okay, so yeah, just keep watching. I'm basically going to demonstrate what I showed you guys on the mannequin, on the model, and I'm not gonna talk too much in this section of the class. You guys should just watch what I'm doing and just observe the difference when doing a person's hair versus doing a mannequin. So I hope the demonstration was clear to you guys, showing you on the model the different techniques. So going forward, to finish our whole head, I'm going to take off this section and just do the whole braids with the knotless technique because I really like them. So for dipping Senegalese twist, only dip the ends of the twist. Pour up a hot water in your bowl and just dip the ends. You could use a hot towel for the rest of the twist, but don't dip the whole twist because it's going to unravel. So the twist came out so beautiful, so flexible, so painless. She could move it, she could do whatever she wants. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.